I remember everybody was talking Isiah and Michael. Isiah was only upset with Michael, said try to ice him out, not going to give him the ball. None of that is real.
Well, there was a beef between Isiah and Michael.
You want to know what the beef was?
What was the beef about?
Okay, right now, exclusive on
Let's hear
VladTV. Isiah goes home and his nephew is wearing a Bulls jersey, Michael Jordan Bulls jersey.
Okay.
He said, hey, what are you doing? We're in Chicago. This is my team. It's his nephew. He not really understanding that it's the great Isiah Thomas plays for Detroit. We don't wear that. We wear this. But I'm from Chicago. I'm down with the Bull movement. Isiah was mad at that. Not to Michael personally. In his brain, every time I play against this dude, I'm gonna try to go off so my nephew sees this is the jersey you should wear. Never at Michael.
Well, what about the whole Dream Team situation?
That was the craziest thing, because when you hear the story, in Magic's words, Magic says on his documentary, he was the reason Isiah didn't get on the squad.
Well, because the story that was circulating was that Jordan said that he wouldn't play on the Dream Team if Isiah Thomas was on that team. That's not true.
No, he loved playing. He loved Isiah.
Really?
Still does.
So all that's just a myth.
He loved Isiah. He loved everything about us in Detroit.
Right.
He was on fire. Now this is my homie. My first TV show, the John Salley show. Michael comes. I go pick him up from the hotel in 1988 and bring him back to my set to shoot it, get him some food, and bring him back to the hotel. I would trade my tickets with Scotty and Horace because they had people in Detroit, and then they would give me 2 tickets when I went to Chicago. Like outside, it's right now, LeBron and them, you see it. We had the same things. People you were cool with. Dow Walker was always my man. Ron Harper, when I go to Cleveland, I go to Ron's house. And he takes me back so I can get on the bus, and then tries to kill me the night that we're playing. But these, we have relationships outside of being on court. But Magic's documentary, Magic says, because he was upset with Isiah, he said, because there was no way, Stockton is the greatest thing. I'm glad you put him on. Chris Mullin, I'm from Brooklyn. Mullin, if you tell me to pick a team, I'm gonna pick Chris Mullin first anyway. Christian Laettner going instead of Shaq. Now that was political on that part, but Magic said he blocked it. Michael doesn't have, okay. Michael doesn't even talk. See, that's another thing. The things that are different now is Michael didn't have conversations about that. What time we play? He's introverted.
Okay. Well, you played for the Bad Boys,
Yeah.
and you got 2 back-to-back
Yeah.
championships.
Yes.
And you guys were really shutting down Michael Jordan until Pippen arrived.
Exactly. Well, until they decided Pippen was going to be more, he was going to play more and be more involved, because we're back and forth. The Bulls are not even a conversation. And then my second year, they bring on the 2 young guys to emulate Dennis and I, right? But they're both better shooters. Horace is more structured than I am. He's playing more than I am. But then Scotty was an anomaly. This was we don't know what to do with this. Like, Joe is our best guard defender. Well, you got MJ here. So Joe has to play that. Or if you put Dennis on him, who's going to play? Dennis had to play too. Remember, we had to go through our AD transition because Michael was going to have to try to guard AD. AD's going to give him numbers. Check the stats. We had a better team. They wound up having a way better team when Scotty was given more responsibility. And it changed when Phil took over. Phil's second year in charge is when he realized propaganda. Say things in the newspaper about us being thugs and we don't play basketball the right way. Same thing Johnny Most is saying. But then when you talk to James Worthy, the real bad boys were the Celtics because they can do anything they want to.
Okay, I mean, because people felt that you guys played dirty.
Yeah, they felt that. And it was so funny because Phil Jackson said that. But if you watch, this is the funniest thing, when you watch toughest fouls, toughest players and all that, they put Rick Mahorn in there. out of all of us, they put Dennis Rodman play, but you'll see everybody else. You'll see how tough all these other teams, Jack Issel, Unseld, Bob Lanier, they go back to those days when you come in the paint, this is where men are. That mentality. You come in here high flying, we're going to put you on your back. It's one foul. That was a mentality. They stopped a thing called a breakaway foul after the Scottie Pippen thing, but it was a rule. A guy's going to make a layup. What did they used to say? Make it on the foul line. It's a hockey thing. Hit him. If you're going to come in here, don't just foul him. Foul him to block the shot. Don't ruin his career, undercut his legs. But all up in here, he got to take that hit.